Now I want to tell you about my hometown. My hometown is Buahan Village, Gianyar, Bali. It takes about 1 hour 45 minutes to trip from Denpasar to Buahan Village. It is different with Denpasar as a central city of Bali. Buahan Village is a small village, but it is beautiful. I think. Buahan Village is also very green and fresh. You can find lots of trees around your house if you live there. You can hear lots of bird sounds every morning. This village is still in the process of being developed. In my village, several hotel and villa have been built. So many transmigrants come to Buahan Village every year from Java to look for work. At this moment, there have been two villa and hotel developed, all at one in my village. Entrepreneurs are coming to buy land in my village because it has good views and cool air. Before foreign guests often visit the house because my house was close to the Hanging Garden Hotel, which was located in a neighboring village. So many foreign guests I saw walking in my father's field before, but now because of the current condition make the village look quiet. But my hometown is still crowded if there is a beloved family. In my hometown, presently in my home page, I was not only with my father, mother, brother, but I was with a large family of great fathers. So that if counted the number of families in my home page was 9 families. I mean, there are 9 family cards. To limit the spread of the coronavirus, my family at home spends his time playing badminton to strengthen the body's immunity so it is not easily exposed to the deadly virus now. Hi friends, this is me with my cousin, brother and sister. They are very funny. Okay, I will tell you about one of the unique tradition in my village. Maybe in other village in Bali only one day of Nyepi. Another in my village. In my village, to Nyepi twice. The first is Nyepi for All Heinous in Bali, which falls on Sasi Kesango, and the second is Nyepi Kase, which is only implemented by the Buahan village community. Nyepi Kase is different from the commonly known Nyepi because it is only carried out locally in one village. For this day, have to close the main village round, which is just as access for residents who went to go Kintamani. Historically, at a time in the past when the village of Buahan experienced Gulbuk, many citizens who did suddenly become ill without apparent cause and other bad things. The residents took the initiative to ask God for help, and their prayers were bravely answered. One village is free from disaster, but instead they have to implement Nyepi Kase every first moon in the Balinese calendar system. Kase means first in Balinese. Residents are expected to implement the Catur Berarti Penyepikan, which means they don't start a fire, don't travel, don't have fun, and don't walk. But residents are still tolerant when using vehicles, when delivering sick relatives, or walking out of the house for those whose school is outside the village. Although outside of there are still some residents who walk out of the house. The unique of Nipikasa actually occurred the ceremony which took place the day before during Tilim. They start around 7 in the morning by offering a calf that was alone walk will being stabbed in the body. The cow shall burn all the way. The meat from the cow will later be distributed to around 345 Wuhan village family heads. The unique ceremony continues in the afternoon around 5 o'clock in the Dalam Jemeng Temple, Wuhan village. This ceremony is called Joragan, which is passing and they're fighting chickens to play in the arena, which is in one of the large Bali inside Puradalem. Bali is large building in the temple. Some sticks begin to come, pray, bring offerings and spells for the ceremony. They led the prayers, followed by dozens of teenage to middle-aged women who enthusiastically waited for Joragan. Combat pemangku sprinkles theater as sing of prior hour. Some of them have taken strategic positions, not long. They scattered, pushing at each other, jesting, but also languid even though the condition in squash on only get a small pitch of over. After praying at the temple, then the community in the one village carried out the tagging, crying ogogo or guide around the village 3 times. Ogo-ogo parade carried by a village boy around the Buhan village 3 times according to the belief that this creepy statue can drive away the bad things in the village. The ogo-ogo or kind statue screenings are accompanied by many children, such as small children, young adults, and even old people also participate in the ogo-ogo accompaniment. All this way carried out by all the people in my village. All of this way don't be to drive out evil things so that the implementation of the big tomorrow went somewhat smoothly. So this is a tradition in my village. If you still don't understand my explanation, you can look for information more clearly on Google. There are still many traditions in my hometown, but in my opinion, this is the most unique. So I tell it to you. So you all know how the tradition in my hometown. If I was going to do the Nyepi Kase, The moment I had been waiting for the most when I ran this hook statue around my village while shouting, accompanied by the sound of a gong. It was all very pleasant. Well, now we turn. What can you find in my hometown? So, in my village, there are so many leaves that we can pick around my house to be used for vegetables. It can be said we will not light hotly and fresh vegetable. In my hometown, which is the tourist part in the beauty that is owned by farmers, namely South. Sometimes when farmers are walking, very often foreign grass take picture. Maybe for them it doesn't exist in the country. Foreign grass also often run sports on the edge of the rice fields while enjoys the cool air and green greenery. There is still beauty. Besides the stories, which is quite a lot in my yard, agriculture in my village is also very big. Farmers always plant rice after harvesting, which is always done by farmers in my village because rice, which later will become rice, is our staple food. The work of farmers in my hometown is not only on planting, here they also raise such as raising cows, pigs, and laying horns. By raising livestock, will increase community saving in my hometown for daily life. Tourists is now one of the incomes for young people in my village. Tourist is now one of the incomes for young people in my village. Now, two employment opportunities have been built for young people in my village by starting to build villas and hotels, as well as in my village. Although my village is small, but hotel with beautiful natural scenery and the sound of the swift sound of river water. In the wake of the hotel near the river, it will add to the natural calm because even though there are many gaps around my village, the gap is very beautiful when view become of the beautiful natural. In yet in my village there are not large buildings like in the cities. The name is also a village that there are only tall trees and crops of farmers. Because of the income of farmers, art will be sent to the city later. So my village is one of the place to make a living. Well, a few days ago I had visited my father's rice field and the Buahan community. This is the rice field owned by the people of Buahan village. It is very white. Okay, where I stand is my family rice field. Okay, this is my mother, guys. Okay. So green. I went to the rice field not for a walk, but because it was the Kajang Kliwon in Bali, so I had to go out with my mother. Do not believe? Look at this. Okay guys, over there is my mother who is praying in the Kajang Kliwon. Because of all this, foreign guests are very happy to live close by. So you can say that there are many gaps with tours. So in my hometown, many hotels are standing near the cliff. I also made a video showing the project in progress. I really enjoy in the view in my race file, friends. Maybe if you see to the video that I showed may be normal, but if you come straight to my hometown, the air is very fresh because there are still so many big trees that make the vibe cooler. Here is not as much pollution as in the city, so actually living in the village is more enjoyable because there are lots of fresh vegetables without having to buy it if it's yours. Okay guys, there is being carried out construction of the hotel. But because of the condition of the world, which is rocked by the coronavirus, so the workers stop the construction of the construction until the world condition improve. Well, that was before. Now I want to tell you about water here. Not at home, not in rice fields, so clear water. The flow of water continues to flow from the north, namely Batur. The flowing water is also clear like this. So I could take a video of the flow of water in my files. What about the street in my village? The road in my village is very good because it has been repaired there three times, sorry. Okay, let's talk about what temples are in my hometown. As Hindus in Bali, of course, we have a place where we worship God in Bali. Call it Pura. In my hometown, there is a name called Nataran, Grind temples, Pusa temples, Puncak temples, Agung temples, Talang temples, Masyati temples. Actually, there are still a few other small temples. Because coronavirus, if there is a sacred, cannot pray to the temple. Case clear, friends. Maybe your place is the same, but I'm just telling you how the flow of water in my beloved hometown. Okay, what about the street in my village? The road in my village is very good because it has been repaired three times for some reason. To the appeal of road three times. Until now, the road in my village feels high, but still need repaired up to three times maybe because the tourist areas so as not to diminish the natural beauty and foreign guests when they feel comfortable and enjoy the trip visit my hometown. Okay guys, I have told you about my hometown. I've told you about natural escapes, anything that is hard to the flow of water and around. So hopefully from my story you guys are interested in my visiting my hometown and you can prove my statement whether all the things I told you are true. Thanks for watching this video. I'm really sorry if I cannot speak English well, but I will try again to be better. Alright, so that's it from me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment below. See you the next video. Bye bye.